17, Hayden Classic, only about an hour ago. Here she is now in the big stage and the big dance with nothing but the finest athletes from around Australia in surf sports. What a quality field we have here, Duffy. This is it, the Open Female Hayden Kenny Classic.
We're going to discuss the public drone. If you're not part of the broadcast, if you're not part of the broadcast team, that we get that drone out of the competition area. So if you aren't part of the broadcast drone, we're going to ask you to take that drone out of the competition area. And we do have, in the hands of the starter tie, the Open Ironwoman final.
Yeah, they're in the hands of the starter. I tell spectators, it is alive down here at the podium. The VIP, Shaw and Partners is alive. You want to make so much noise when they come through. Let's get vocal. Let's support, because this is one major surf sports event. Shaw and Partners, Hayden Kenny Classic, and we are away. It's left-hand side, right-hand side. Massey from the Black Swans. Great start, left-hand side. Courtney Hancock in there as well from Service Paradise. But look at this, it's Tiana Massey there, Duff in the left-hand side.
Yeah, left-hand side, great start, as well as Higgins from Currumbin, awesome start. Right through the middle then, it's Miller of Northcliffe, as well as right through there is Hancock.
Lana Rogers, left-hand side as well, the local girl from Alexander Headland. She comes up right to Tiani Massey as well. So at the left-hand side, the right-hand side, we'll get a better indication as they head out. But to me, it's still Massey up there as well. And Ali Bull on the centre, making a huge move on the orange ski as well. So it's Bull from Alexander Headlands. What about this? Neighbouring clubs, Alexander Headlands and Maroochydore. Boom, boom, side-by-side clubs, side-by-side skis as they head out towards the first can.
And it is Bull. This is her strongest leg. She's a supreme athlete. She's an Olympic athlete, and she's leading this Hayden Kenny Classic out at the moment. She then goes back to Sian Massey of Maroochydore, tucked in on the back. The ever clinical, the ever classical, Georgia Miller of B&D Northcliffe.
What an event to win. Let's go back. 1966, the man is up there in the VIP, Shaw Partners, Hayden Kenny, to win the inaugural Iron Person event in Australia. The tradition, the legacy that's left to here we are now in 2021, and it's the local girl from Alexander Headlands, right back then with Hayden Kenny. Alexander Headlands, do the maths, too many years for me to think about. What's that, 50, let's go 55 years, thereabouts. Ali Bull in front, the Olympian. I'll tell you one thing about Ali, what I love. It's a short swim, Duffy. It's a short swim, but to me will favour her. The longer the swim, she hasn't done as much work in the pool. If she can get a wave on her own, Ali could potentially try and hang in there. Remember, she did the cool and get a gold as well, only a month or two back. It's Bull out in front. She's going to try and pull over this wave on her own. I tell you what, she's on her own.
She's on her own. She's on a wave, but the chase pack is coming hard, and that makes up the like of Lana Rogers, Danielle McKenzie, Tian Massey and Georgia Miller. They're the immediate chase pack that is just behind, but it's Ali Bull all on her own. This beach is going to go off.
I love this because this is what surf sport's all about. Obviously favoured leg first being the ski, chase pack coming. Ali Bull, you got to hang in there for the swim. Locals, get less behind her. Ali Bull comes round, here comes the chase pack.
And the beach lifts, the beach erupts, but look at the chase back. You got Georgia Miller on the left, Lana Rogers through the middle, Hannah Scully there of BMD Northcliffe, Danielle McKenzie, Tian Massey and Harriet Brown rounds out that chase pack. You then go through transition, you got a plethora of clubs that come on through there, but it's Tian Massey that comes round as chase. Lana Rogers, watch for her, big move from her and Georgia Miller.
What about the chase pack here? Tiana Massey, but local girl here, Lana Rogers and Georgia Miller. Two of the premier swimmers in this event, and the rest of the chase. Here's Jasmine Raywood. She's in the mix as well, going around about 10. Look at this for youth and enthusiasm. Young Jazz Raywood has just put the burners on.
And you can probably say about Jasmine Raywood, she's maybe paddled a ski for 6 to 12 months. That is by far her weakest leg out of the way. She's only going to build as this race goes on. She's going to come home with a wet sail. Watch for more of Jasmine Raywood.
Ali Bull had snuck out here, managed to get through one or two, had to work the bottom, but now she's in clean water. Once again, it's advantage to Bull. That is a big lead on a short swim. We know that Lana Rogers and Georgia Miller are going to pull it back, but the question is, how much will they pull it back? Will they pull it back all the way? But can Ali Bull hold on to the wave zone to pick up another wave on her own to try and go in the board? What a cracking race. This is what it's all about. The Shaw Partners, Hayden Kenny Classic, and we have a classic on offer here.
This is a classic. Ali Bull, a lot probably would have underestimated her to put her in the ski paddlers category, but right now she's showing she is more than just a ski paddler. She is an Iron Woman out here. She's first to the can. You can probably say it as 10, 15 metres on that lead. She turned that can. There's a little bit of excitement that builds behind me from the local supporters. They want to get their girl home. They want to get it as Georgia Miller and Lana Rogers turn to give her chase.
It's a 10-second lead. It's a 10-second lead as she went round the first can. And I think 10 seconds over 100 metres, she can match up with the girls within 10. But this is where it starts to hurt because it's how well you can swim under fatigue. And at the moment, Ali put all her eggs in that ski leg to try and set up a lead. That's her tactic. We'll have a look as she goes round now on the clock as well. She had a 10-second lead on the first can. She goes round now. Opportunity coming in the wave zone. Will there be waves there? That is now back to 7 seconds. 10 seconds to 7 seconds. Georgia Miller on the chase. Ali Bull, you can see the ratings dropped a little bit. The elbows are dropped down as well. She's in a world of pain, but this is what Iron Person racing is all about. It's digging deep when you can't dig any deeper. It's keeping those arms up when you can't throw another punch. Ali Bull fighting to pull out the top of this one. Wave behind, Duffy, wave behind. This to me is the make or break. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the make or break for this race right here.
Pulling down that one there, there's a Northcliffe Cub clap. That is Danielle McKenzie, not someone you want to give a lead away to going into the final leg.
Massey's on. Massey's on the wave. Northcliffe's on the wave as well, Duffy. Massey left-hand side. Georgia Miller there, but it looks like Massey's going to stand in one.
It's going to be Massey and Miller, 1-2. Miller with a supreme surf skills. Harriet Brown's just fallen off the back there. So it's Massey 1, Miller 2, Brown in 3.
What another great story. Tiani Massey comes round. Georgia Miller in 2. Harriet Brown. The crowd is electric down in the transition zone. That's Massey 1. We go around Georgia Miller in 2. And the other thing too, there's not many waves coming in, Duffy. This should open up for the girls. They'll go through 1, 2 or 3 waves and then they're away. Here comes the chase pack.
And here comes the chase pack, and it is star-studded. Look at that chase pack coming. There is Hannah Scully. She just took out the board race earlier. She's probably one of the best there. You've got the Australian Ironwoman champion, Lana Rogers. You've got the likes of Courtney Hancock, Coolangatta gold champion. But it is a race in 3 at the moment. Possibly a race in 2. You've got Massey and Miller. Just back behind them is Brown of Northcliffe. This is exciting stuff.
How good is this? This is what Iron Person. This is a Hayden Kenny classic, ladies and gentlemen, from 1966 to 2021. It's Georgia Miller up on the right-hand side. We've got Massey on the out-hand side as well. I tell you what, she will not give in, Massey. She will not give an inch for Georgia Miller. Out they go. Miller, I like the inside of Miller. Opportunity to get around the black can, nice and sweet. Sneak up the inside as well. Massey's got to get a nose up equal to Miller. She's got to go round with Miller. If she doesn't go round with Miller, you'll see Miller take 1 board length towards the second can.
Yeah, she's just right on the hip of Miller there, and she's keeping a close eye. It's almost like Miller's looking under her shoulder, and Massey's looking forward. But Massey's starting to lift the rating now. She knows, she's heard, she's listened. She can't let Miller get away when they turn for the wave to come home. This is the last leg. This is the final leg. It's winner takes all from here on in.
Oh, winner take all. And what about the back markers? The moves are now being made from the back. So we spoke about Miller and Massey, but I tell you what, the masses have come from behind. Look at this. This is anyone's race at the moment. 50 metres to the wave zone. We've got waves building way out the back as well. Oh, I tell you what.
Miller at the moment's got her nose just in front. Brielle Cooper has snuck up on up in there. She's had a massive board paddle. She's right in the mix. She's got herself up in this 3rd spot with Harriet Brown. Massey on a wave, Miller on a wave. It's a race in 2. You probably think a bit more to do. Up and over the top. Can they both get down?
This is $10,000, ladies and gentlemen. Shaw and Partners, Hayden Kenny Classic, $10,000, 10,000 points. It comes down to this, 50 metres of sprint.
And they get up on the sand. Who's first? Massey's off and running. She's away. Miller's giving chase. But that is all she wrote. The Hayden Kenny Classic champion with the Shaw and Partners Financial Service, Tian Massey. And look at the emotion pour out of her as she crosses the line. Miller in 2nd with Harriet Brown crossing in 3rd to round out that podium. And the beach, it's a happy winner. It's a happy beach. And look at that for the chase. We'll get the interview with the champion in just a moment, Dowks.
What a performance by all the girls, but in particular there was one that's and it is a black swan, and we'll grab Tiani Massey. Come on over here. What about that? That was an absolute classic. It was the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. $10,000, 10,000 points. You are the champion.
Oh my God, I can't believe that just happened. Kind of lost for words.
There's so much that goes in, obviously, the preparation. We're not talking about this year, we're talking about years and years. And you talk about the Massey name with the Black Swans and Maroochydore as well. You know, they go back for decades in terms. It must mean so much, one, to win for your family, for yourself, but also for the Black Swans.
Oh my God, it means so much. I mean, I have so many supporting me, you know, day in and day out, showing up for me. And, you know, it's really...
We just lost Mike there for a second. Let's talk about the final of that race. You had to work so hard to pull over that race. You had to dig super deep to get over that race, and then you're there with the Australian Ironwoman champion. What was going through your mind?
Oh my God, I absolutely world of Georgia Miller. And I've since I was a kid, and to just on the same wave going around next to her, just means the world to me. Yeah. It was pretty special.
And it's very special having you on the podium as well, which we're going to go up for now. What about this? Our winner from that of the Black Swans. Let's make some noise. Tiani Massey, well done.
Thank you so much.
What a performance, Duffy.
What a performance, and $10,000 riches thanks to Shaw and Partners Financial Services. Prize money to the top 5 competitors across the line. And what a race, what a classic we've just had. We got the men on the line. We're going to get the presentation of the females in just a moment. But wow, put your hands together for all the 20 athletes that just took part in that final. We've got Hayden Kenny on the beach ready to present the girls with their trophies and their winning.
And we'll head up the podium as well for this. What a performance, the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic, and it was an absolute classic. Who could have scripted that one, Duffy? From 1966, Hayden's up there in the VIP, the big smile on the dial as well. He's down here with me now, actually. Hayden, the girls are on their way up to the podium. What a race. It was an absolute classic.
Oh, it was. What more can you ask? You know, great venue, great, just great everything. As I said before, it's as Australian as you can get, but the girls really fought it out there. Nobody got it easy. It wasn't handed to them, and was some excellent surf work going on.
And so many great stories in that race. You know, the local girl, Ali Ball, we know that the ski's her strength going into that, and then she hung in there. There was this unfortunate, the waves. And then, obviously, the local girl up the road here, you know, Tiani Massey with the Australian Ironwoman champion. So many great stories, and that's what surf sport's all about, isn't it?
Oh yeah, when they're out there in the ocean, all bets are off. It's up for the athlete, you know, to make the best, take the best advantage of what's there, and it's called surfcraft. And the one thing about if something goes wrong, that's surf. If something goes right, that's surf again.
And they'll all line up again tomorrow and do exactly the same thing. And how healthy is it? I know back in 1966 it was, you know, male dominated, but how healthy is it for surf sports and the dominance of the girls and the skills of the girls in the elements like today as well?
Oh yeah, well the results there speak for themselves. You know, you see, so you could have thrown a net over the whole field, and anyone had given the right little break could have won. So, but anyway, the strengths has won. She did extremely well, and I want to congratulate them all for the fantastic effort.
You're an absolute legend, and we're so proud to have your name on the Classic today, the Shaw and Partners. And we'll roll straight into third place from BMD Northcliffe, Harriet Brown. In second place, and oh so close, and what a great role model she is, Georgia Miller from BMD Northcliffe. And in first place, from about probably a kilometre up the road to the north, from the Black Swans and Maroochydore, Tiani Massey. What a great story. And Duffy, what a race. And I love the bit about Tiani talking about Georgia being her role model. This is what surf sport's all about, and the Shaw and Partners Summer of Surf, this is showcasing life-saving.
Absolutely, and it is the epitome of our sport right now. It's the Shaw and Partners Summer of Surf. It's the classics. We got the men on the line. There will be